Hi lovelies, welcome back to another video on my channel. So, pretty big news guys, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Insane. I remember waking up in the morning, like the morning after I posted my reaction to the breathtaking world of One Piece, which can I just say was literally like 2 days ago now. I woke up like in the morning and saw like 1.07 thousand like subscribers and I'm like, wait, what? Oh my goodness. I know it was kind of coming, like we were really building from like all of you guys' support, but I don't know, it was still such a shock waking up to that. And now we just keep growing. I think we're on like 1.4 or something, which is insane. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for enjoying my content, watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. Like any bit of support is just so special to me and I love it so much. I want to express my gratitude to you guys because it genuinely is amazing to see everyone's support and everyone's comments especially. Like I love all of your comments. They're always so fun to read, so informative, and I love interacting with people as well in the comments. Like it's so nice to respond to you guys and have little conversations. A couple of people have reached out to me over on my Instagram, which is really nice too. My Instagram is usually linked below. I don't tend to link it in videos, but like my TikTok and my Instagram right there, go check them out if you want to. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much because it truly does mean so much. So as always in my videos, I make my intros way too long, so might as well do some quick PSAs. I keep doing so many like public service announcements in my intros at the moment because like there's so much to update all the time because you guys, the community is growing so quickly that I need to keep everyone updated. So in my last video, reacting to the breathtaking world of One Piece by Straw Hat V, I said that in terms of reacting to episodes, I was going to react to everyone's top episodes from each saga. And I told people to put like 5 in the comments. Some people put more. Don't limit yourself to 5. Put as many as you want. And truly, because so many people have said the same episodes, I kind of have a pretty good list for Alabasta at least so far. So thank you guys so much. I've seen a lot of comments saying that you really want me to react to every episode. And truly, I would love to. But I just think that it would be unauthentic of me. It's inauthentic? I don't know which word to use, but I love this show so much already and I love it in my own time. And I think that if I were to be able to watch the show, I have to set up my camera, set up everything, start screen recording, you know, I don't think that it would be the One Piece experience that I've had so far. With these episodes here and there of these like your guys' favourite episodes, absolutely no problem. Like that's like 3 episodes at a time, you know? But there's over 1,000 episodes of this show. I love watching it, enjoying it, and I just think that doing it this way would be more me. It's more real and I would never do something that wasn't. And I'm sorry for the people that want me to react to every episode. Truly I am. I know people have been saying this will get you so many more subscribers and all this, and I'm like, that is so great and thank you so much for loving my content so much that you want to see that. I personally just think for this experience it would be best to just do your guys' favourite episodes. I know that's so hard though. Like, hey, pick 5 of your favourite episodes of your favourite show of all time. I can't do that. No, I wouldn't be able to do it either. So just pick as many episodes as you want that are just your personal favourites. They don't even have to be things that super like stand out as like this crazy event, because some people have also expressed their worries in the comments that those episodes people will comment will give me spoilers because then I know something big will happen. I'm purely just taking it as your guys' favourite episodes, and it could just be that there was a really funny moment or there was a really iconic Luffy being silly moment, and that's fine, do you know what I mean? So I'm not taking it as these episodes are like big turning points, more just people's favourites. Also, another thing that I need to cover, you guys have been asking me about switching to the subbed version from the dub version. So I'm currently watching it in the English dub because I'm watching it on BBC iPlayer and they don't offer the sub, unfortunately. So I'm making the transition over to Crunchyroll for now, for the foreseeable, from Little Garden onwards. So I did this review watching the English dub, and then from this point onwards I'll be watching the sub. And hopefully I'll be able to watch the sub in the reactions. However, I'm not entirely sure if I'm able to screen record the content on Crunchyroll because it is pay for content. Like they're all premium to watch the episodes, and seeing as you have to like pay money like for it, I think they'll have security measures that block me from screen recording. However, I've tested it out on BBC iPlayer and I can screen record, so I might have to do reactions while watching the dub. I'm gonna try my best to do it in the sub because I know you guys really, really want to see me watching the subbed version, and I completely get that. That's just in its original form, and I completely understand. So I'm gonna try my best. Keep commenting your favorite episodes so I can keep adding to the list. Here is my list so far of the episodes I'll be reacting to in Alabasta. Like, these are the ones that have been commented the most and mentioned the most, so that's the list. I can add more if you guys want to get more in, but be quick because I am speedily going through this saga. I'm loving it so much. Thank you guys so much again for all of your support recently, and let's get into this review. So this is part 1 of my Alabasta saga review, and I only have the knowledge up until the end of the Diary of Koby-Meppo arc. I don't know anything in Little Garden or all the way to post Alabasta. Don't know any of that yet. Haven't watched it, haven't started it. So this is the review of Reverse Mountain, Whiskey Peak, and the Diary of Koby-Meppo. So let's start off with Reverse Mountain, which is episodes 62 to 63. This was like a short arc, so only 2 episodes, but I loved it so much. Like, it was very good kickoff to the saga. So first of all, Nami and Usopp are hilarious as a duo. Like, I think that they are best friends. Like, I think that they're best friends on the ship. I think that they just get each other. They get each other and they love to gossip with each other, I think. Like, in the downtime, they're so gossiping about everyone else. And they're iconic and I love them. The bit in when they were like swallowed by Laboon and then they met the guy from the lighthouse and he goes, "Haven't you ever heard of a running gag?" I cackled. That entire scene with the guy from the lighthouse was hilarious. He's a professional rage baiter. He literally successfully rage baited every single person on that ship. Like, first Sanji, then Zoro, then even Usopp was shouting at him, and I thought it was so funny. At first, I was kind of like pissed off with Laboon, and I thought he was maybe like an animatronic because obviously the inside of him was like, had a sky in it, and like there was a tunnel. I was like, is he like an animatronic whale? But no, he's not. They thought the lighthouse guy was attacking Laboon, and I was like, no, someone help this whale now, please. And it was like him banging his head against the red line. Help him! Somebody help him! I was getting emotional. I was like, you better stop now. Then I wrote down the names Mr. Nine and Miss Wednesday so that I didn't forget, because I was under the impression they were going to be like our big villains of this saga when I first met them. In hindsight now, yep, it's stupid, but I thought, I was like, oh my gosh, write down these names. I need to remember who they are because these guys are evil. And then I was like, Laboon is so cute. He's so cute. And then when they started telling us about his backstory with the pirate crew, I was literally like, please don't tell me the pirate crew died, because they are like Laboon's family. I was like, please don't tell me the pirate crew died. I don't want to hear it. If you're going to turn around and tell me they died on the Grand Line, I don't want to hear it. And then he said that it was 50 years later. It's been 50 years since these people left, and I was like, that is so sad. That is so sad. I was like praying for it not to be true. I was like, I don't want them to have died, but maybe it's better that they die because then they wouldn't have abandoned him. But like, truly, they abandoned the motherfucker. What the fuck? I was so pissed. And then Usopp relating to Laboon about waiting for a pirate to come back and then being abandoned but still keeping hope. Oh my god. I was like a mess. I was like, no, Usopp, it's okay. I mean, I don't know much about Yasopp right now. I imagine we'll see Shanks again in the future, I'm sure. But I don't know much about Yasopp and his, like, viewpoint on Usopp and leaving him, why he did that, or the specifics of all of that. But, like, it was so sad and very telling to see Usopp really relating to and defending Laboon's thought process of, yeah, but they might have come back, you know? Like, all this, like, they didn't mean to abandon him, that sort of thing. And I was like, that's so sad. That is so sad. And then when Luffy started like fighting him, I was like, Luffy, what are we doing? Why are we stabbing him with the mask? Like, what are we doing? And then he kind of revealed, like, this is what they used to do. They used to like play fight with you, and you've been missing that. You want someone to do that with. And then he painted like the what is it called? Oh my god, I should know this. Oh my god. Like the flag, the symbol, the straw hat symbol, but like there's a name and I can't remember. That's really annoying, but you guys know what I mean. The skull with the straw hat on, and he painted that on Laboon, and he was like, you can't keep banging your head against the red line, otherwise that's gonna rub off and I'm not gonna remember it's you when I come back. Luffy better keep that promise. Like, we better see Laboon again, guys. I'm serious. I'm serious. Please, no, don't spoil it for me, but I'm so dead ass. We better see that. We better see Laboon again because Luffy better keep that promise. I am begging. And then I said, okay, already the Straw Hats relationship dynamics are becoming way more clear. Like, obviously they were good in the East Blue Saga, but I think now we're reaching the Grand Line and they've been together for like a couple weeks now, I think. I don't really know like the time frame, to be honest, but like their relationships and dynamics are becoming way more clear, and I loved that. And then we got the log pose, which at first I called the special compass. Now I have more, it's the log pose. And I was like, we did not just break that. We've had it for 5 fucking seconds. How are we gonna like make our way? And then the lighthouse guy gave it to us, whose name escapes me. But I said, thank you, King Lighthouse Man, for giving us your log pose. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then I wrote down, Luffy is Gold Roger's reincarnation. I'm telling y'all, like, that is his reincarnation. Like, that is why fate got involved when Luffy was going to be executed by Buggy, because he's meant to find the Grand Line. He's meant to find the One Piece. He's meant to make it to Raft Hill, or wherever. I think it was Raft Hill, they said was the potential place of the One Piece. So yeah, that was Reverse Mountain. I really enjoyed that arc. I thought it was really good, packed with lots of information about the world and about the Grand Line. We learned so much, and it was a really, really great way to kick off the journey into the Grand Line. I'm loving the Grand Line so far. I think it's fun. We're in a roll. We're in a what's it called? A rhythm. We got a rhythm now, you know? And then onto Whiskey Peak, which is potentially my favorite arc so far. I know that's like a big thing to say, and I saw a couple people in the comments say they didn't like Whiskey Peak. Guys, I really liked it. I think it's my favorite so far, and maybe that's because of Zoro, but like, I don't know. Luffy and Usopp are hilarious. I love how I started both of these with like Usopp's dynamic with someone is hilarious. Like, Luffy and Usopp are so funny. The way they were in the snow was so funny. I was cackling. And I love Nami's snow outfit. I hope we get to see more of their like different outfits through the different terrains, because I think we're going to encounter a lot of different terrains. At least when I was watching The Breathtaking World of One Piece, we had some underwater stuff and we had some stuff in the sky, so I think we're going to have to get like some outfits that align with those areas, which I'm super excited for. You know, I love the outfits, so I really like Nami's snow outfit. And then when they arrived at Whiskey Peak, I was like, okay, this place is giving slay. I was like, they're like clapping for us, they're cheering. This is the first time we've got this. Usually we just get hostility. And then as soon as the guy said when Nami was like asking about the log pose and he was like, oh, we'll tell you about that later, I was like, oh, they are master manipulators. My trust issues kicked in and I was like, oh, yeah, no, they're bitches. Okay, that's fine. And then obviously found out that they were in fact little shits and they were just trying to get the bounty because they were all bounty hunters. And then like the most aura moment, not the most aura so far, because Luffy did defeat Arlong and he did a great job. But like Zoro, when he was on top of that building and he was like, yeah, bitch, you didn't knock me out. Like, that would take a lot more to do that. Here I am. Hi. Once again, going back to the live action, proving that I was right in that he would not be knocked out by a glass bottle hitting the back of his head. Because remember that happened in the live action when he was put in the well on in Syrup Village? Not my Zoro. And yeah, then I clocked that the job offer that Zoro got at the start of the live action, when he got the guy with the 7 on his face came in and he cut him in half and took the top half of his body to like the bar where he met Luffy and Nami. That was Baroque Works. That was the job offer he got, because then he mentioned he got a job offer from them and I was like, oh my god, they showed that in the live action, what the hell? And then I said, confirm, Zoro is my favourite Straw Hat. He is. I kind of had a feeling that he would be because I loved him the most in the live action. Like, I think his character was like, he just, I don't know, I liked his character the most. But also, I couldn't confirm who my favourite Straw Hat was because I genuinely loved them all. Like, every single one of them. Love Luffy so much. I love Luffy so much. He's so great. It's so hard to pick a favourite. But like in this moment, I was like, yep, Zoro is my favourite. And I think he still is. I don't know, guys. I love them all. I feel like it changes like every arc, maybe even every episode. Then I said, I don't know what to say other than Zoro is eating right now and I'm obsessed. Like, he was taking everyone out in such a good way. Yeah, he did a great job. Like, I think this was the first time that we got to really showcase Zoro's skills properly. Just him on his own, 1v1ing an entire crowd of people, like an entire island of bounty hunters that have killed many pirates. He was like, easy. That was really good portrayal of his strength, you know? They did that very well. They did that very well, especially after Nami had just had to go at him for sleeping through the entire time when they're trying to deal with the weather and the changes and the differences within the Grand Line. She's like, you just slept through all of that, and then he's the one that like kind of saves them all and protects them all while they're knocked out. Loved it. I loved it. And then Mr. Five and Miss... what day of the week was she? Was she a day of the week? Valentine. No, she was Miss Valentine. Mr. Five and Miss Valentine showed up. And I was like, Mr. Five is a vibe. I don't know why, but he was just a vibe. I mean, not in a good way, like he's evil, but like he was a vibe. Is he evil? Yeah, kind of. Is there any evil, really, in the world of One Piece? Because everyone's just doing bad things consecutively. But like, obviously I'm Team Straw Hat, I'm Team Luffy. I'm Team like Straw Hat Pirates, I'm not Team Pirates, because pirates are also pieces of shit sometimes. But like, Luffy is a good pirate, just how Koby is a good marine. And so I'm Team the good people in the One Piece world, you know? But I still think Baroque works are kind of little shits, and I don't like them at the moment. Sorry if that's bad. But like, this is just me, my take at the moment. Maybe we'll be proved wrong, but I kind of think they're little shits, especially after figuring out that they're trying to take over Alabasta. Who is blowing up my phone? Shut up, I'm filming a YouTube video. Anyway, yeah, then the reveal about Vivi, Miss Wednesday being Vivi, the Princess of Alabasta. I know that she is being played by Edwina Sharma from Bridgerton. Don't know if you guys know Bridgerton, but she's being played by Charitha Chandran, who, I hope I'm saying her name correctly, by the way. I love her. She's, first of all, she's one of the most gorgeous people I've ever laid my eyes on through a screen. Like, oh my goodness, she's absolutely stunning. Secondly, she's just an icon. Like, she seems really great. Obviously, I don't know her personally. I would love to. I just think that she's amazing, and I'm super excited to see her play Vivi / Miss Wednesday. But I never expected that she was going to be Princess of Alabasta. Like I said, I thought they were going to be the main villains. That's so stupid of me now thinking about, but I really did think that. And yeah, so I'm super excited to see her with the Straw Hats. Like, I'm already loving that she's with the Straw Hats. Like, it's really great, and I love her blue hair as well. So iconic. Can't wait to see that in live action. But yeah, I didn't expect this. I did not expect this. Then we get to the point of Whiskey Peak that I think people have complained about the most, and I can see why, because it was pissing me off. Luffy, what are we doing? Like, fuck's sake. He was like fighting Zoro because Zoro had beat up all of the people that had fed them and helped them and were nice to them, but like, they weren't. Obviously Luffy wasn't to know that, so I understand that. But then Zoro literally shouted over explaining, dude, give me a second to explain, there's a reason. And he's like, no reason. There was no reason for I'm gonna kill you. Luffy, who are you and what have you done with the real Luffy? Because that was so out of character for him, in my opinion. I was like, why are you trusting some strangers over your first mate? At least let him explain. Like at least let him explain. But then I at the same time, maybe it does make sense for Luffy to be so like tunnel visioned like that a little bit. But that's Zoro. That's your first mate. It's like I was frustrated. I was so frustrated. But like, I would never stay mad at Luffy. I love him so much. But I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What is this for? And then obviously found out about Crocodile, who is the leader of Baroque Works. That scene was really funny. The scene with Vivi was like, I cannot tell you about the leader. You guys don't want to know, because the minute you know that he'll be after you, I cannot tell you about the evil, conniving, horrid monster that is Crocodile, the leader of Baroque Works. Oh shit, I just said his name. And then Nami's just like, I'm out. I'm out, guys. It's been fun. I'm out. Bye. And then already they found out who they were and drew pictures of them. That was really funny. I found that really funny. But I wrote down Crocodile, leader of Baroque Works. Not excited to meet him because I just know he's going to annoy me. Because what do you mean you're trying to take over Alabasta and you're trying to take down people and hurt innocent people? Ugh. Anyway, we met the girl on the turtle who is Miss Sunday. So she works for Baroque Works. I don't know like what the days of the weeks mean in like terms of if there's any hierarchy to them. I know that they said the numbers was like the lower the number the better you are. So I don't know if there was any hierarchy to the names of the week, the days of the week, sorry. All I know is that this girl was horrifying. She was absolutely horrifying. I love how they kind of kept bringing up, she's good. Oh no, but then she's bad. But she's good. And because like basically they were communicating what us as the audience were thinking. Because I also couldn't tell if she was good or bad. She just blew up the guy who was really nice and protected Phoebe, so fuck her. But at the same time, she was helping them by saying this is a really good route to go so you avoid Little Garden, because Little Garden obviously isn't good. I don't know, haven't watched that yet, but... And so I was like, is she good or bad? I cannot tell. Maybe she's just one of those morally grey characters. I have a common thing on this channel for having a soft spot for, unfortunately. Love Anakin Skywalker, guys. What can I say? I thought her turtle thing was cool. I like how she just sat there and like the turtle, like the giant turtle was very cool. But that's kind of all we've seen of her. And I imagine it's not the last we'll see of her because she is the second in command to Crocodile, from what I could gather. Oh, and she'd eaten a devil fruit. That was the other thing. She's eaten a devil fruit. Yeah. Did Vivi have a devil fruit? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, it was Mr. Five and Miss Valentine that had the devil fruits. That was the end of Whiskey Peak. I really enjoyed that arc. I thought it was really good. I thought it showcased the characters well. I think, to be fair, we didn't see much of Sanji or Usopp, unfortunately. Like, they really did feel like they were missing in that arc. But I imagine we'll see so much more of them in the future, so I'm not worried about that. So the next arc and the final one of this review was the Diary of Koby-Meppo, which was episodes 68 to 69. So once again, only 2 episodes. I didn't expect to see the Straw Hats at the beginning of both episodes, so I was like, oh, nice. And I said, I can tell Nami is loving having another girl on the crew. Like, I could just tell the way that she's sticking by Vivi's side in every single clip we saw of the Straw Hats in this was telling enough that she's just like a girl's girl. I always knew that about Nami. That's why Nami's always been my girl. I love her. We cut to Koby as a lieutenant and I was like, huh, what? What? I was gagged. I was so shocked. Oh, Dad, say hi to YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
There's Maddie. Bye, I love you. Bye, my love. Love you, bye. Maddie called me. She was telling me about her show. So I went to watch her show recently. By the way, guys, that's Maddie. She's my best friend. If you guys didn't know who she was, that's Maddie. I went to see her show the other day because she is a musical theatre drama school student and she had her first year show because she did a founder year first. So she's in first year, now going in second year in September. And so I went to see it and then they had like a little ball. When it was done, she was just telling me about it. And I had to answer because sometimes when Maddie FaceTimes me, it's either like gossip, chat, or an emergency. Back into the review. Yeah, I was like, Koby Lieutenant? Question mark? What? What have I missed? And then I was like, oh, he's dreaming. As soon as Axam Morgan came out of the water, I was like, he's dreaming. Okay. Yeah, I picked up on the fact that the Koby animation was different and it was a lot better. And I love how much Koby loves Luffy. Like, he truly does idolize him as like this good version of a pirate, and I think it's so cool. And how he like stands on business when it comes to people talking bad about him. He's like, don't you fucking dare. And then Garp showed up. I was like, hey, I know who you are. I know who you are from the live action. And I said Koby is the marine version of Luffy because he truly is. Like I said before, Luffy being a good pirate, Koby being a good marine. They are that version of each other. And the Helmeppo Koby friendship is really cute. I love how they stood up for each other. I love how Koby stood up for Helmeppo when he was being taken and held hostage by his father, Axam Morgan, who, fuck him by the way, he's horrible. And I said they did the casting for Garp in the live action perfectly. Like, I think they did his casting really, really good. And then obviously we ended with Nami hiding the newspaper from Vivi, I'm pretty sure. So I'm like, what is in the newspaper? What's in the newspaper? What has happened? I'm guessing it's something to do with Alabasta. But I want to know. I want to know what's happened. So I'm really excited to get on to Little Garden. But yeah, that's the end of my review of Alabasta Saga Part 1. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. The other day, I did bump into a couple of friends while I was shopping in HMV. I'll add the clip here. Hi YouTube. So I'm just in HMV buying the 17 album. And look who I found in HMV. What's up? And Luffy. Something about Luffy Dressrosa, so I've not had a proper look. I saw the name. So yeah, I saw my first ever pieces of One Piece merch out in the wild. I actually did go out shopping that day to go to the Miniso in my hometown to try and find the One Piece collab, but it seems that they don't have it in my hometown, or maybe they don't have it in the UK full stop, I'm not sure. But I was like, I want to get some One Piece merch so bad. Like I'm getting like the cravings, but instead I went and I got an album. 17's Happy Birthday album. Do you guys want to see my pulls? I mean, most people here probably aren't K-pop fans, but that's okay. I'm going to show you guys anyway. You can skip if you'd like, because it's the end of the review now anyway. And if you are going to skip, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Happy 1,000 subscribers to all of us. Yay! But it's like meant to be like a cake box, which is why it's like that. And I really love that design. It's cool. I didn't buy any of these albums when it was first coming out because I used to collect photo cards. And like I was part of group orders and stuff, but I've taken like a really big break just purely because like money and other things. And yeah, this was the ID card. I got S.Coups ID card and it just kind of says all of his information. And then poster that I need to add to my poster wall. You guys haven't seen my poster wall because you guys are here and my poster wall's there. But maybe one day I'll give a little poster wall tour. But this is the poster. How cute. I love this concept. That's why I chose this one, because this was like my favorite concept of the previews. This is the lyric book with all the songs. There's so many songs. There's 16 tracks on this album because each member got a solo track. You saw my reaction to it. If you haven't seen my reaction to it, I will link it. Go have a look. And then my photo cards. The moment everyone's been waiting for. First of all, I got Seungkwan. How cute. Then I got Wonu. I love this look. I miss him so much. I miss him so much. Then I got Joshua. Gorgeous. And then you're meant to only get 4, I'm pretty sure, but I got 5. I got 2 Dinos, but they're like not the same, they're different. Because I've got 5 when I was supposed to get 4 before, when I, in like the Face the Sun albums, because I love the Face the Sun albums, especially because they come with the highlighter. Anyway, I got like double, like the same S.Coups one, like 3 times, because I got like, I think I got 6 instead of 4, and I was so confused. But it was like this. It was like a duplicate card. It was like the same, but this one it was a different Dino. So maybe you're supposed to get 5, but I was pretty sure you're supposed to get 4. I don't know. But anyway, those are my pulls from the album. That was so like off topic and random. Hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, I am looking to get some One Piece merch soon because I really want to, because I love myself some merch. I don't know if you guys. There is my album shelf of K-pop albums. And I want to get some One Piece merch, definitely. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. I'm going to do a little get to know me video before my first reaction, which will be episodes 84, 85 and 86, I'm pretty sure, all together. In between this and my first reaction, I will do a little get to know me video and upload it because we've got so many new people here, so I thought it would be a little nice thing to introduce more about me so you guys can get to know me. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and all of your support. I appreciate it so much, and I will see you again soon. Love ya.
Love you. Bye.
Love ya.